some of the patterns that we noticed and some questions that we have are we giving our students enough think time? So that came up. And then the constant balance between feeling like we're feeding them the language that they need to be able to communicate successfully versus feeding them or leading them to a particular answer. So really trying to focus more on the process as opposed to coming up with the answer. So how do we, so our next steps are like, how do we encourage and scaffold our students to extend their thinking beyond just coming up with the answer? So that shouldn't be the end. And so we're kind of looking at how to do that and moving kids from the literal, very literal and very concrete thinking to more abstract concepts. So how do we go from having the manipulatives to putting that on paper and having them really understand that the paper is a representation of something in real life. And just being aware of the assumptions that they are making when they're thinking. But still using, we all used the manipulatives and the manipulatives we found not only helped our kids communicate their thinking and understanding, but also helped us as teachers see where the meaning breaks down for them and to really see how they're thinking. So in terms of refining our theory of action a bit, we're going to keep it as it is, but before the next time we meet, we're really going to focus on posting in our classroom and consistently using these 3 questions. How do you know your solution makes sense? What other strategy could we use to solve this problem? And how could you apply this mathematical thinking? And then we can add something there. How could you apply this mathematical thinking when you're shopping? And so we're hoping that by consistently using those questions, they'll get used to hearing them, and then hopefully they'll start to use them in their own discussions. And then following that, which is the next step, we want to go into moving into using some of those prompts and questions in math journaling. So how can you communicate your thinking not just orally, but also for those students who are ready in writing as well.